I know they retire. Retire for where? It's been 7 years of impacting lives. Hi, my name is Chef T, popularly known as Diary of a Kitchen Lover, and we turned 7 years this year. We're going to Italy for like 2 months. My dreams are very wild. My dreams are very scary. Hi guys! Come back to my kitchen. This has to happen. Is it your show? Who is the host? Drum roll! Ashaka! Wagwan gang! Yes, 7 years of changing lives, 7 years of making people see their kitchen as a place of power, 7 years of just generally spreading positivity across all social media platforms. What a better way to celebrate than to bring in some of my favorite loyalists. Meet my besties, guys.
Let's go, dear.
Sorry, I want to say something.
I'm not a kitchen person. I hate cooking.
A lot of women grew up not knowing anything about the kitchen.
I hate anything that has to do with kitchen. Yes.
A lot of women grew up not knowing how to cook.
I don't like cooking. No.
Many people grew up seeing kitchen as an afterthought.
Honestly, detest cooking. Yes.
They didn't know that you can actually romanticize your life in the kitchen.
Wow. Wait. One last thing. Kilo de gono. I'm the bestie of besties. I'm like, yes, you know, I'm your number one.
Yes, now, Abby.
No, I don't want to say that. Sorry, oh! Hey!
Okay.
I might be no, yeah, let me start again, I beg.
My boss has more plan, like she has big plans, so big, like. Hi, my name is Hannah.
My name is Tiwalade Blessing. My name is Ariola Okewo. Hi, my name is Rukaya Aliu.
My name is Yeti Delo.
My name is Omotense Messi.
My name is Akinlosotu Adedura.
Hi, bestie. My name is Sarah.
My name is Abayomelo Atimile Njimo, also known as Irish the Big Deal.
Okay, my name is Folagade Banks, popularly known as Mama Diola. Is that enough?
Yes, that's
okay. I see.
Hey, our anniversary. Happy anniversary today. It's a big day.
When I read some messages from people, I don't always believe it because I'm like, what am I doing? I'm just posting recipes. I'm just posting how to use your cookware. But then again, I didn't realize how much lives I was impacting, how much marriages I was saving.
Your dress.
I am very big on delivering value first. So I focus on my job. I focus on what I am pushing out there. I focus on impacting people and not, creating a narrative that would cause discord around people that follow me. So instead of me being in comment sections insulting people, I would rather educate the person on why they should not be a troll. You understand? So I'll come from the angle of this is why you should know. So even if you read my comment, you'll be like, oh my goodness, you think about your life. You understand? And once you have done that once, the person will never come back to your page to say anything. So intentionality helps me to push out negativity, and then I watch what I do and what I see online. And above all, I'm very big on value. If I'm not giving value, I am not posting anything. It has to be value oriented. It has to be value oriented. And I'm very, very big on making sure that everybody watches my content and smiles at the end.
First of all, I'm a brother, I'm a colleague, I'm a best friend, and I'm also Mama Diola to her. And if you know the history of Mama Diola to her, Mama Diola is a godmother. Yes, I'm a lot of things to her. Yes, and she's a friend. She's a sister.
I got to know Diary of Kitchen Lover through Instagram. She was on live one day and she was having a conversation with her fans. Then I just went to click on her page. Then I saw that she is really into nice interior spaces and beautiful kitchen cookwares and the rest. So that's what got me attracted to her.
I started following her from the first day that she started food blogging. And I would say every step and every process, she has always taught something new.
Welcome in, besties! Woo! Come in. Come. Just no, you don't. Yeah, just stay here. The last person stays here. Yeah, so you should come inside. Well. Woo!
Yes,
Okay, so this is the dessert, but the actual food is outside. But I just wanted to explain what I have here. So I have like vanilla and strawberry ice cream with strawberry cuts, but the toppings is gari and hot chocolate. Gari and chocolates rather. So it's a mixture of toasted gari and chocolate. So that's what I was using the gari for. You understand? So you guys can have a taste and let us know how it is. Yeah.
I remember one night in 2018, I think I was in 200 level. I was on summer break and I was going through Instagram around like 12 a.m. or so. And I found her page. I think I was researching for food bloggers because I like to cook. And then I found her page that night and I think I stayed on that page for over an hour. I just kept watching videos upon videos. What really grabbed my attention was the recipes. Her recipes were top notch. I mean, this was 2018, the era where food blogging was just coming into the media space, right? And I was intrigued by how she was able to have versatility in making recipes and coming up with amazing content. I was stuck. I followed her that night and the rest is history.
She influenced for the Potter's Catering, and she reposted the video on her page. I think this should be about 5 years now, if I'm correct. And I just saw the beautiful face. I'm like, who is this? I'm coming across this person for the first time. So from the Potter's Catering, I clicked on her page and I went on her page and I was scrolling. I was like, who is this person? Always on fleek. He's always nice. Her makeup is always beautiful. Her nails are always done. And I'm like, no, I have to follow this person. So that was the very first time I came across her page.
I found out about Diary of a Kitchen Lover through a client's page. I've always seen her always posting on her story that, oh, this person has a lot of pots, she has a nice pantry. And I think I've been following Chef T for the past 5 years, I think. Or is it 6? I think it should be around those years, thereabouts. So I've always been seeing it, but I never followed as at that time. So not until one day it just caught my attention. I was like, oh, I really need to follow this person and see more of what she does. Actually, because I'm not a kitchen person. I don't like cooking, but I can cook. But I don't really like cooking like that. So I only like being in the kitchen space when the kitchen is actually big, because I think I grew up living in one. So I prefer cooking when I'm in a big space in the kitchen. So one of the reasons why I'm following Diary of a Kitchen Lover. So she made the food business, food blogging very beautiful, very nice, very attractive, and also she sets different standard to others.
I found out about Diary of a Kitchen Lover on YouTube. Well, I'm a very silent fan, not a social media person, and I'm surprised why I'm even here, because on my Instagram I think I have just 5 pictures. And I remember the day she posted this gathering, and I just said, we are game, eat us up. And the next thing is a DM, and I'm like, I was at work that day, so I just said, is this for me? I mean, she made a mistake. Maybe this person made a mistake.
Because I've been following her for a while, and to finally see her in person, I was like, it was a dream come true.
I met her on Instagram, and when I looked through her page, I was amazed as how someone had the abilities to redefine what a kitchen experience should look like. And being someone that loves to cook, I'm very passionate about cooking. I knew that this is where I had to be. I cannot miss out. And I followed her from there.
I met her was when I came to this studio for a content. And when I came for the content, so that was the time she used to do all these cook with me content, yeah. So I loved it on her page. I saw her cook with grandma, Tife's grandma, and I was like, I love this. We should actually do this. And I told her that I'm coming to her studio, and she said, "Oh, we just picked the day to come." And when I got here, I loved the way her studio was put together, the way everything was just beautiful, the way she walked so easily, so seamless. That time I have not started doing content, the way I'm doing it now. So I learned a lot from her actually. So I learned how to not get overwhelmed by, the quantity or whatever you have to dish out. She does it so seamlessly, so effortlessly. So that made me like okay, I like this person. And not knowing that she now liked me too. So that's how we now,
Celeb.
Hi.
I randomly come across her page like a couple of times a few years back when she was still using the old diary illustration to show food and so, but I wasn't following then. Then there was a time that she became the brand ambassador for Morning Fresh, and it was on Insta blog, and the comment section was so beautiful. When celebrities get things like that, it's like, oh, especially when they are women, it's she's a blah, she's a see you next Tuesday, she's a that, she's a this, and people are just saying, oh, she deserves this, she works hard, and so I had to go back to the page, and from there I became attracted to the page.
Diary of a Kitchen Lover is just everything. Like, I stumbled on her page, I think 2019 or 2020, I can't remember the year, and I was just like, why does she smile so much? Like, because she was always smiling.
She's a very happy person. And me, I love to laugh a lot.
I'm someone who doesn't really smile a lot because my face is just like, but Chef T actually made me to start smiling. Like, Chef T is a girl's girl.
And she also loves to laugh a lot. And our laughter is cheesy. I love it.
What attracted me to the page, apart from her smile and the beauty of the kitchen, her love for cookware, is that in all of the put togetherness, so to speak, she's not ashamed to show her flaws in the kitchen. Like, oh, when something goes on in the kitchen, just mark it up with a smile and say, some people on their page, they just want to show you perfection. We don't make mistakes over here. By la shape, but you don't do. But she doesn't do that.
My favorite memory of working with Diary of Kitchen Lover is, was when I met her for the first time. It was like a dream come true because I had been following her for a while, and to finally get to work with her, obviously, it's a dream come true.
In the first year, anybody that knows Chef T knows that she started off with teaching us how to use PVC background. So as at that time, she started the trend of food bloggers using PVC backgrounds and then having a green element in their pictures and all of those things. That was the first thing I learned from Chef T.
Well, as a person who don't like to cook, who don't like the kitchen, and I would say for the past 4 years I've been following Chef T now. She has really impacted me to want to cook. I'm really looking forward to cook my meal every day.
Most of our cooking, all of our cooking, we follow it. Not just me. I'm talking about me, my mom, and my siblings. We follow it. So when we have, when it is time for dinner and we don't know what to cook, I just say, wait, go to, let's check YouTube, let's check Chef T. There's always something.
First thing I noticed about Chef T was her nails. Chef T always had very long, gorgeous nails. And in fact, it got to a point that people in the comment section be like, how can you be cooking with those kind of nails? Da, 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 da.
As crazy as it might sound, Chef T being put together is the reason that some people do not like her. They say, when it's your turn, put your pot on your bed. That's the way that she wants to do it.
She ignored it out, and for some reason, people started fixing nails too. People started normalizing nails in cooking. Like, it stopped being a thing of, oh, when you want to cook in the kitchen, you have to remove your nails or all those kind of stuff.
You need to define consistency. Just bring out Chef T. She's all consistency is.
The consistency for me. When you are talking about consistency, you are talking about Chef T.
She's very consistent. That's one thing about her. Very, very consistent. She's a goal-getter. She's a pace setter. She's completely different. When she started, it was like food. She has given us back-to-back, pregnancy, baby, student meal. But now I'm actually happy that she's, going into lifestyle, because I'm also looking like, oh, okay, I would like this in my house.
oh, okay, I want to do this. So I'm actually happy that she's not just limiting herself, because she's showing us, the chefs and food people, that we just don't have to cook. You can do 15, 20 things at the same time and you will be flawless at it. So I'm really, really grateful for that.
Chef T makes it easy for you to say, I don't have to be like Chef T. I can see her as an inspiration, but I don't have to be like Chef T.
Chef T unintentionally impacts people's life, even without directly doing it.
I like the fact that content or whatever it is she puts out there are always very simple and they are easy to resonate with. Old, young, you can always resonate with her content. You don't need to break the bank. You don't need to do too much to apply whatever it is she has put out there.
The moment I will never forget is
I had just randomly put up on my Insta story. I act like I'm okay, but really I just want one of Chef T's pots. Literally the next 10 minutes, I get a DM from her and she says, okay, send your rider and pick up one of my pots. Wow. I felt I was dreaming. I'm like, I couldn't get over it. And I sent a rider. She sent me her address. I sent a rider and Chef T actually sent me a pot. I still use that pot till today. It's not in the best condition anymore, but in fact, I gave it a name. I think Layla or something like that.
Chef T has been a great impact for I and my brand, because I remember when Chef T decided to bless me to work with my brand. That has been the most happiest thing that have ever happened to me yet. Because she worked with my brand in my lowest. When I felt like, oh, I don't think I can do this anymore. It gets to a point I was like, let me just close down this business. Maybe this business is not working for me. Maybe this business is not mine. Maybe I'm not meant to do this business. But God just decided to use Chef T for me, and ever since then, it has been a very good impact, a great impact for I and my brand.
As an agripreneur, she has influenced me.
She moved to renovating her kitchen, and for some weird reason, I also moved to renovating my kitchen. And then she moved to getting her own studio, and for another weird reason, I also got my own kitchen studio. So let's just say she's a pace setter. So I feel like she teaches different things at the same time, but one thing is very evident: she teaches you how to be different. So there's no way in whatever you're doing, you're going to stand out. You're going to be different.
Aside from the very recent jollof rice pepper mix, the very recent one, I'm so grateful that she put out there's this particular recipe that had a whole lot of ingredients and it was blended. She added it into vegetable oil in a jar that you can always use to cook whatever. That's one. And in my freezer right now, there's this other one. I call it the greens, where you get to blend all the greens: green pepper, green onions, parsley, those other greens, rosemary and all that for barbecue. And that has really helped me. If I cook for you with that recipe and you taste it and you're hailing me, it's not me, oh, it's Chef T.
I'm just amazed at how somebody is this passionate about a brand and how she has carried it with so much tenacity, so much strength, consistency. I really look up to her.
I remember the first day I sent her a message, 18th of May, 2023, and I wasn't even sure she was going to reply because I was at the crossroad at that point in time. And she replied and, gave her advice and everything. And I was just like, wow, Chef T, wow, she's just everything. She's everything and more. I'm really, really proud to be a bestie.
There are just certain things that Chef T does that I now do that is after I do it that I just like, oh, this is because this person does it. For example, she made a video, this is not very old, like how to keep a space clean. Don't put it down, put it away. So it's like nursery rhyme for me when I come back from anywhere, maybe from morning hours, and I just put my clothes, I just say, Chef T said don't put it down, put it away. Those tiny little things. Or in the kitchen, clean immediately. It's not like I don't clean immediately, but there are days when you are lazy. When you just like, whoa, me, but nobody is there.
I've learned quite a number of things, but the one that comes to my head right now is how she takes care of each and every of our utensils and our cooking skills, recipe are unique. and they're amazing. When I try them, it's very, very delicious and it's worth it. And also the fact that she's clean, you know, with these things helps me grow more in my kitchen space.
She's so positive about everything. No matter the negativity around, she turns it around into a positive thing for her, and she never lets the negativity get to her.
Chef T, that pot, you know the pot, that set, I want it. In fact, all your pots, everything, your kitchen.
What is going on with food bloggers? Every food blogger now has a kitchen studio. It's every food blogger. Is either they're renovating their kitchen, or they're serving their own kitchen studio, or they're having Chef T is a pace setter. It's not like as if, I don't know if she does it intentionally, or maybe that's a strategy, but that's what makes her Diary of a Kitchen Lover. She lives up to her name.
That is what myself, Diary of a Kitchen Lover, has come to change in the food industry. So now you see people paying attention to the kind of cookwares they are using, checking if it has toxicity or not, paying attention to the kind of food that they cook, paying attention to how their kitchens look, because from the very onset, I carved my niche, and my niche was that I wanted to change the narrative of how people saw their kitchen, to see their kitchen from a place of power and not just an afterthought. So now when you're building, you're not just putting the kitchen as the, maybe you have finished building your house, or you have finished building your living room, or you have finished building your pantry, or sorry, I didn't want people to see the kitchen as just an afterthought. You have built a very beautiful living room, massive toilet, and then you're like, this space that is remaining, let me use it for kitchen. No, I wanted everybody to see the kitchen as one place that should be the first thought. So when you are planning to move into a space, check the kitchen first. You can actually have air conditioner in your kitchen. You can have a very beautiful pantry without even breaking the bank. You can just romanticize your life in the kitchen.
Up until I got married, everybody I meet is always the first thing I say at the first date. I don't like cooking, no. I hate the kitchen. But Diary of a Kitchen Lover kind of changed that. And I recently got married, and we had a couple game over the weekend at one outing. I was with my husband, and they asked, what does your wife spend more? And he said, kitchen items. And I'm like, so you've been noticing. And you know, it's so funny because I went from hating the kitchen to now genuinely liking the kitchen. It's about 2 months being married, and everything I've bought in my house is always kitchen items. I'm buying this pot, I'm buying this, I'm buying that, and that is because of Chef T. Diary of a Kitchen Lover has impacted people to become more kind, more generous, more positive, more loving, more intentional with themselves and everyone around them.
The moment with Chef T I will never forget is 14th of December 2024. Just 2 months ago, I was just sitting down in my room, in my parlor. I was watching a movie. It was really late. And then I saw an Instagram message on my phone, and I saw her picture, and I was like, what did I do? Why did Chef T send me a message? I actually freaked out a bit. And then I went on Instagram and I saw that she shouted at my brand. I've never met this lady before, like never. I've never ever met her before. And she shouted at my brand, my kitchen body, and I was just like, wow. You know, it's one thing to be big and to be a celebrity. It's another thing to be a celebrity and to be nice. Like Chef T is I've never met somebody this, apart from my family, I've never met somebody this nice. Like, she is really, really kind.
When I put out my movie, my first movie, The Intruder, Chef T carried it on her head as though she were the executive producer. She promoted the film back to back. When it was almost at 1 million views, she still came to promote and say, people, let's go and watch, let this movie hit 1 million views. And after it got to 1 million, you know, she's always there supporting. So it's not just the case of you're supporting someone at the top and the person is just like, oh shit, yeah. No, it's not that. She's also like reciprocating energy.
Diary of a Kitchen Lover has a standard, so you have to meet up with that standard. So like I said, there's no room for complacency, so you have to be on your feet, you have to meet up with standard. And
it has been a very beautiful experience, an intellectual one, intriguing. It makes me think on a daily basis. I enjoy it, makes me creative, and I've learned a lot working with the content guru like Diary of a Kitchen Lover. It puts me on my toes and makes me want to be better or to meet up with the standard.
It's been moments of learning, unlearning, working on your feet. So it's been great, actually.
One thing I've learned from Diary of a Kitchen Lover's brand is the work rate and the consistency. The work rate is insane. Let me say that. If you want to get something done today is done today, and you get the results today.
She's a go-getter. She's a go-getter. She's so focused. Focused, no distractions. She doesn't allow distractions. You won't give her gist at times, if you could just. So she whenever she's working, her eyes on the go. So I've learned that from her. You know, it's one of the things I want to inculcate into my own personal life.
In the space of these 7 years, I've had many highs and lows. And for every time that I've had lowest times, I'm a very, very stubborn person. I am very, very stubborn, and it is not in a bad way. I never want to see myself drop from what I used to know myself as to a lower perspective. And this has been applied in not just this area of my life. Right from my 9 to 5 days, I've always been on top. Right from even days where my NYSC days, I mean, I have been in the game of business way long before I did Diary of a Kitchen Lover. So it was easier for me to be able to accept every challenges and break out of it during this 7 years period. But there are some times, or there have been some times within the 7 years that I've really had like really low moments. But because of my stubbornness and because of my my drive, because I have a very, very strong drive, I snap out of it. I am one person that never allows anything get to her. Like, there is no worry at all. There's nothing that can faze me. There's nothing in this life that can faze me except some unforeseen. May God not let it happen to us. But for every time that I've had low moments, is it when I got trolled, when I was not getting pregnant, or you know, so many things like that I've had. But because of the drive that I have, in fact, in 2019, I lost 40 videos for online class. I had over 200 students in that online class when I still used to do online classes then. And it was just a few days before the class, and I lost all 40 videos. Yes, I cried, but I don't think the crying lasted 2 hours. After 2 hours, I picked up myself and I shot all 40 videos myself. I didn't even have any assistant. I didn't have any staff. I shot it myself before the class started. So I don't think any other thing can faze me, you know, outside that. So yeah, I'm very stubborn, and I love my drive. So my drive and my fear of getting broke pushes me.
So went for this trend of events, and then everybody, like, she was the first speaker for that particular trend of events, and then everybody was there, and then the whole community of besties were all there. And I can say one thing for a fact: all the people that were in that event, all the besties that attended that event, even outside that event, even outside of Chef T's community, you would always find us in each other's comment section supporting each other. So I think one thing about that I've learned, or one thing that Chef T's community has done for me, is learning the spirit of, let's just say I've learned the spirit of community and the impact of community, because Chef T's community is very strong.
She indirectly referred someone to my brand, and that person purchased an acre property, which is something I've been trying to close for years. The person informed me that she got to know me through Chef T's platform. So I've told her thank you before, and this is me also saying thank you, Chef T.
The online space is very delicate. You have to be intentional about the kind of audience that you want around you. I am very big on positivity, and the same way I want it online is the way I apply it with my life offline. I've been able to flush out negativity, at least to an extent, maybe like 99%. The 1% are still, you know, they're still under orientation. After a while, they will know that, okay, this Chef T's vibe, there's no negativity and everything. I'm very big on positivity, and I feel like if I flush out negativity in my space, even people that follow me will be impacted. I am very careful with the things I say online. I am very careful with the kind of content I put out there. I am very careful. I was at the beach one day, and I was walking into the beach, and an elderly woman, maybe like in her early 70s or late 60s, with her husband, she was walking in, and then she stopped me. She was so happy. She was like, babe, she called her husband's name, and she's like, this is that woman that made us buy new air fryer. This is that woman that made us change our kitchen. This woman is in her late 60s. And I'm like, okay. if this is all I do in this life, I'm made. If this is all I do in this life, I get people messaging me and telling me that, you know, they are now making money from food business. They are now making money from revamping kitchens. So it's not just posting recipes every day now. It's changing lives for every single post. Sometimes we don't even dish out content if the content doesn't meet the standard that Diary of a Kitchen Lover pushes out there. It just has to be value. We have to give value, and if we don't give value, you are definitely not going to see it. So you are seeing different shades of Diary of a Kitchen Lover in the kitchen, outside the kitchen, so long as it's making one person smile.
One thing Chef T is, she's very humble. We can all see that for ourselves. She's very humble. She's always smiling. She's always happy. Like at VN, when I listen to her voice recording on her recipes, I'm always hearing that background laughter. Like she's always laughing.
Continue lifestyle content. We love it. We are obsessed with it. You are our lights. You give us joy, you give us love and so much peace.
I've been following Chef T for like before I was employed. I've been following her for like, I use her food recipes on Instagram. I just love her right from day one. I love her. I love her personality. I love the way she cooks, and I love her dressing. Her dressing is the most important thing that made me to follow her, and she's beautiful.
The most impactful thing I've learned and I've applied in my personal life, one is discipline. Chef T is very disciplined. Whatever she set herself, whatever she placed her mind to do, no matter the challenges and the backlog we get at work, she always still achieve it.
I love Chef T's jollof rice. Even if I don't want to eat, I will have to eat Chef T's jollof rice.
Pasta. The one I use last weekend.
No pasta, jollof rice actually.
That's the next import. Added something to that jollof rice.
See?
Because that jollof rice.
It a bank.
I have to bring it to this.
Please do.
It has almost finished. I cooked 10 cups on Sunday. It has almost finished. Like that. Hey, we didn't cook jollof and I beg.
No.
I just have to say something about the jollof. No,
He needs to.
That one is very important.
You can't be following Chef T for 7 years or 4 years, 5 years, whatever number of years. You can't be following her and not have any of this implemented in your home, on your kitchen. And so yes,
Diary of a Kitchen Lover is already a household name. My mom would Chef T. She knows her as Chef T. Just like Mama Diola, yes. So she would just say, Chef T. If she call me, she say, I cooked something. Most say, come taste it. I'll say, Kile to say. She say, Chef T, kini plantain, kini konton say, moti try, come and taste it.
Right from when Chef T won Jollof Master at Sterling Bank, I can say she has never stopped. Chef T has been like as if she's in a race, and there's no finish line in that race. She's just always in front. And it's like, there is nobody at her back because she just running. You're asking, say, where are you running to, auntie? Come back small and slow down.
One of the biggest influence she has in my kitchen is use that garlic bestie. There is nothing as enough garlic. In fact, I cannot tell you why I hated garlic. I did not know what garlic did to me. And when she said that thing, I was like, wait, oh. And since then, if I'm not using garlic, I'm not the one cooking. That garlic has been the game-changing factor in my cooking, and I'm so grateful that I'm an attentive bestie. Yes,
and that is all thanks to Chef T. She's a huge influence for all ladies. In fact, not just ladies, men. As long as you eat, you put food in your mouth, you need to be a bestie.
My entire family loves you. In fact,
this one is one moment. Let me put this moment, I can never forget it, because
the day you mentioned me on the story, I was like, oh my God, I sent it to my family group. I'm like, Chef T has invited me again. Oh my God.
I've been a silent bestie. I'm not consistent with commenting and all that. But this moment is one that I'm grateful for because I did not even know why I was picked. I'm so grateful for this opportunity.
If Chef T was my friend, I would tell her that she's doing really great in her career, and she's doing so much. And it may look tiring at some time, and she may be tired or fed up or something, but
there's still so much potential in her that she's yet to achieve, and I'm really rooting for her to achieve all that she has to achieve, because the sky is not even a limit, it's a starting point.
Chef T, I'm coming for your kitchen, don't worry.
There is no food blogger that would say Chef T has not impacted them when it comes to their kitchen space, when it comes to where their kitchen is, when it comes to how they keep their kitchen.
If I have to pick one influencer, Diary of a Kitchen Lover is going to be the first person.
When it comes to food blogging, the first person that comes to mind is Chef T.
If Chef T is influencing for you, your shoulder pad go high like this, you know you are never going to miss it.
If I'm going to have an influencer in my brand, it's definitely going to be Diary of a Kitchen Lover.
I'm grateful for the 7 years that I've spent as Diary of a Kitchen Lover, because it wasn't definitely wasn't how I started. I have grown, and the growth is so evident. People have seen it, and now people can be inspired that you don't have to start big. You can start small and make it big. And I'm really grateful to God, my family especially. I'm grateful to Team Diary of a Kitchen Lover. We've changed teams over the years, and this present team, they kind of understand if you are a boss and you have staff that share the same goal and same dream as you, you are literally, you can sleep well at night. You can sleep well at night. People that have the same drive and the same zeal as you can literally go to bed without blinking an eye, because you know you have everything covered. And this is shout out to every single member of Diary of a Kitchen Lover, because you have made the work so easy. You guys take learning so easily. You guys take all my bashes so easily, because eventually I'm trying to make you guys better, because when you live here, whatever you've learned from Diary of a Kitchen Lover, you will definitely apply it into your personal lives. I'm grateful for all of your hard work, all of your smart work, and your dedication in general. And thank you for carrying this Diary of a Kitchen Lover brand on your head. It's easy to fall off the road and say, why am I even doing this and everything? But then again, you guys have eyes on the prize, and with my support and support of God, by the grace of God, you guys are going places. Thank you, besties, for riding with me for these 7 years. It's been a whole lot, but I'm grateful.
I'm the bestie of besties, because let me tell you why. Because in 2022, Chef T's dear husband organized a surprise party for her, and he invited one loyal bestie, and it was me. Period. So it's just been beautiful being a solid part of this community. When she came out this morning and she said,
and of course, Dima, do you know when I came for my birthday?
She said, I'm like, yes, I'm your number one.
You don't get to see celebrity, I'm not saying not everybody, that is this accessible and always rooting for your fans, our family, friends. You can see her always rooting for one person or the other, as far as they are close to her, even if she doesn't know you, as far as you pass through her, you cross her path, she's always ready to root for you.
She roots for women in a way you don't see a lot of people do. Right.
For every event you meet her, you go to her guy to see her, as if you're hugging your friend. You give the warmest hug, you have the brightest smile. It is always a pleasure to see you anywhere. I always shout, bestie, Chef T.
She's not even trying to, she's really that person's person, right? And I just want to say, she is a people person to the core.
The recent video she did talking about 13 things or 10 things you should have in your kitchen, I went on Timu immediately, started ordering for things I didn't. My husband was like, you don't buy again.
Chef T's ability to go for whatever she wants, she's a go-getter, right? And her ability to do that has inspired me to do same.
I've applied Chef T teaching to my business in the sense that Chef T is very intentional. It's the intentionality for me in everything that she does. So I've applied that same thing to my career and to my business.
Once you are awake, either 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., you are seeing Chef T's post on Instagram. In the evening, you are seeing Chef T's post. Once I open my Instagram for the story space, a story is always there. So I have learned consistency from her. I ask myself, if Chef T can do it, 7 years now, if she can do it, I can as well do it.
She's all out about herself. She's confident about what she does, and that has rubbed off on me, following her content, watching how she puts out herself.
The kindness of her heart is radiant, like to everyone around her. And for someone like me that likes someone with good energy, it was easy for her to influence me. And, you know, seeing her act towards our staff, our family, our friends, it has really helped me to know how to relate more with people around me, and even my family and everyone close to me.
This one is my number one fan. The way she thinks is completely out of the world.
I remember when I think it was Funke Akindele that was doing this advertisement for her new movie, and it was this meal pepper, I know you're waiting there and stuff. And Chef T just rearranged the content to suit her niche, right? She used her pots and, you know, color of pots with the color of outfit she was wearing, and doing that, she did that content, and then everybody now started doing some. It was just so inspiring.
Like, her mindset is just different in our industry. It's just completely out of this world. Like, you don't know how she thinks about it. She just come up with the idea.
Last year, December, when we came for the bestie party, and Chef T spoke to us. She spoke to us from her heart, and every word she spoke that day, I can't forget. I kept it here on my left hand, and there was something that she said that stayed with me. She said, keep doing what you do, and one day you will get it, you will be big, and when you are big, stay humble. That thing rings on my head every day, like, even while you are big, when you have money, when you have all the things your heart desires, stay humble. That day I cried because everything she said resonated with me, and I haven't forget that word. In all that you do, even when you are at the top, stay humble.
Chef T stays or jollof rice goes.
Pick one for the rest of your life. If you pick Chef T, no jollof rice for the rest of your life. If you pick jollof rice, no Chef T.
Are you guys alright? Chef T will now go to where? Chef T stays or jollof rice will find another type of rice. Is it not Chef T? Chef T will find another type of rice to cook it for us. But Chef T stays food.
If I could have a sit down with the 7 years ago me, I would say,
you don't know what you're about to become. Girl, you have no idea of how big you are going to be.
You were in the right path. You chose the right profession, you know. God orchestrated this me, and thank you for allowing yourself to be used by God. That's what I would say to the 7 years ago me.
You know, thank God that now she has seen it. Thank God that now she has seen it.
And I would say that for every decision that you made that day, the name that you gave this brand and everything, you were definitely on the right path, because sitting down on my office desk during my 9 to 5 days that day, I wanted to name this brand in a way that, you know, it's not just a food blog. I wanted a situation whereby when people listen to my name or when people hear my name, it resonates to many things. And the name Diary of a Kitchen Lover was just really perfect. And I'll say, well done. Well done for listening to your instinct. Well done for going with it, because you can make a decision, you can have an idea, and you might not go through with it because of so many limitations. I would say thank you for starting in that your husband's ugly kitchen. It was all I had to start food blogging, but I did not let that limit me. And this is what I would say to anyone that is willing to start out there. Please just start. The sky is your starting point. Well done, Chef T. Well done to the 7 years ago me. Yeah.
Chef T is somebody that will make you jealous of her unconsciously. See, it's not a thing. Like, by the time you look at how she dresses, you're like, kilo de gono. Well, what is making you to look this good? You just be like, what are you even doing for a living? Is there any other thing you're using to make money except from this food blogging?
Nobody saw what God had coming for her till now. And definitely we cannot stop what God is bringing for her. She's going global. She's global already, but she's going to be in spaces that they want to talk about food and how they want to change food globally.
So in the next 7 years, I know she's going to blow our mind, definitely, because
we already have bestie branch, UK bestie branch, Canada bestie branch. I see the Diary of a Kitchen Lover
on that platform where like all the international chefs are.
In the next 7 years, Chef T Tomato be gone.
I see big things ahead.
Everything that makes Diary of a Kitchen Lover her is going to be more in 7 years. That's personally what I think.
As in,
It's beyond imagination. I can't even imagine it because
by God's grace, it's going to be a brand that everybody in the food industry, agribusiness industry, food industry will want to work with, because if you have Chef T on your brand, you are never missing it.
every year comes new things to the Diary of a Kitchen Lover brand. And in the next 7 years,
She's going to be more beautiful. She's going to have more wigs.
See, by God's grace, you'll be alive. Very important. By God's grace, you'll be at peace. God will grant you all that you desire.
I see the Diary of a Kitchen Lover brand in 7 years in a more
Bigger space for Chef T, a bigger studio.
Not this one anymore. It might be a full building. Her kitchen is going to be more beautiful. She's going to have a lot of cookware. She already does. She's going to have more.
eyes have not seen. That's what the Bible says. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what the Lord had prepared for those that He loved.
In 7 years, you look back to this day that, 7 years ago, and I was here, I did this. And now 7 years after, I've increased in all areas.
I pray that God will continue to strengthen you, continue to support you. All the money you need to keep buying those pots and those beautiful wigs and those beautiful clothes, God will continue to provide.
And yes, please, I pray that she, God takes her to that place that she dreams to be in good health.
Year 2024, Chef T had a interview section with Bill Gates. Probably in the next 7 years, she would have interviewed the President of America.
She will reach out to a more larger global community.
Next 7 years, I don't think that we can explain how big she would have become. It would be like on a global scale, someone that will be dragged in journey. That's the level that this brand is going to be. Like I can bet anything on it.
So the food business is very wild that I can leave food blogging today and branch into something else in the food business, in the food game and everything. But I'm not retiring, I'm not going anywhere. Even my dreams are very wild. My dreams are very scary. Like, it's a new month, it's a new year, January, February, and for the last 2 months, I have been blank because I have so much in my head that I want to achieve this year and beyond. To the extent that my husband is like, okay, calm down. I think I'm going to join your team this time around. I am going to take over the business part and you just focus on being Chef T. You understand? Because my dreams are wild. There are so many things we want to achieve. I don't know if I can mention it on camera, but expect a lot from Diary of a Kitchen Lover. Diary of a Kitchen Lover is not just going to be that online sensation anymore. We are going to be bigger offline. So the plans we have are not even just online anymore. We are pushing all of you offline so that you can experience this impact, experience it flesh to flesh. So it's no longer recipes, it's no longer kitchen, pots and everything. There's so much we have in store for you guys that I can't wait to unleash. And I would definitely need your support because, of course, you guys have been supporting me from day one. I mean, I don't take that for granted, but all the plans we have for you this year and beyond, 7 years is too long. The next 7 years is too long. The next 2 years, the next 3 years. So now imagine what will happen in the next 7 years. By the grace of God, may we all be alive to witness all this greatness from me and from you. Amen. Sometimes when I read some messages from people, I don't always believe it because I'm like, what am I doing? I'm just posting recipes. I'm just posting how to use your cookware. But then again, I didn't realize how much lives I was impacting, how much marriages I was saving, how much, confidence I was building in women, because a lot of women grew up not knowing anything about the kitchen. A lot of women grew up not knowing how to cook. A lot of women grew up knowing that not knowing that your kitchen can be all that. A lot of women grew up, especially women and men. So let me just use both genders now. Many people grew up seeing kitchen as an afterthought, seeing everything in the kitchen as an afterthought. They didn't know that you can actually romanticize your life in the kitchen.
Dear Chef T,
I started food blogging honestly because of you.
I want you to know that you inspire a whole lot of us.
Thank you for your genuinely support to other women.
I'm not really a people's person. Like, I like to be in my corner, but you make ladies come out of their shell. Like, you are that person that help a lot of ladies that you don't even know just be themselves.
Thank you very much, Chef T, for all your recipes.
Thank you for all that you are to the people that follow you, to the people that look up to you. You are amazing.
Chef T, keep doing you. Keep being happy.
Keep being who you are.
Don't change for anybody.
Don't stop being that Chef T, that cheerful, beautiful, always smiley Chef T that will know.
I know nothing is going to make you stop. I know you to be a strong-willed person.
And please, keep raising the bar. Keep raising the bar. Don't stop. We love it.
And get ready, because like I told you before, this is just the beginning. You have not even started. You are the one that will tell God, I'm tired.
And please keep hiding your husband, because I don't know what people want. They say,
Keep being good. Keep being amazing. You're one of the few people that, apart from my family, that is so important to me. That's why when I got the message, like I just sent him a DM and I was like, okay, if it's going to be so time, I'll be in Nigeria. And then I saw that the date was after I booked my flight. I rescheduled my flight. I flew into the country yesterday night, and I flew to Lagos this morning just to be here to tell you how important you are.
I want to say, bestie, congratulations. 7 years being the top of your game is not easy. It is not easy. But here you are, you did it. And because you are living your dream, you are able to teach someone like me that can achieve anything I put my mind to. And because of you, I'm dreaming to be better and to do better for myself. Thank you.
I just want to tell you that I love you so much.
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 I love you.
From the deepest part of my heart.
We love you! Good job.
Thank you. Bye.
We have that boy in his house.
Sorry, I didn't say that.